University of Southern California canceling its main stage graduation after protests on campus. The university saying it would take too much time to process the expected number of guests with new safety measures. Joining me now, as he started to do every Friday, is Michael Smerconish, CNN political commentator, and of course, the host of CNN's Smerconish. Michael, always really happy to have you. What do you make of this decision that USC has made? Because this is an awful lot of kids who are not going to be able to have what is really a life moment.
I think it's cowardice. And my heart breaks for those students, because if you do the simple math, the class of 2024 college graduates, they were high school graduates in 2020 for the most part, which means, Kasie, they did not have a high school graduation because of COVID. So they were robbed of a COVID graduation because of an act of God, and now they're robbed of a college graduation because of the situation on campus. I thought it was a mistake when they canceled the speech by the valedictorian. They cited safety concerns then. From a distance, it looks like more of a speech concern, but I just think it's terrible. And I have to also note this. I can't help but wonder if there's some astroturfing taking place here. I watched an interview on CNN 2 days ago. There was a senior citizen who was interviewed on campus, having shown up to rally in support of the students. How many of those are actually students on the USC campus, and how many are outside influencers trying to just take advantage of the situation? I'm not denying that many are students, but I question whether they all are.
So, Michael, I mean, shouldn't there be potentially other options for the administration here? And broadly, I mean, how do you see how college administrations are dealing with this thing? I absolutely take your point about astroturfing, but here you have the administration of USC basically deciding, well, we can't deal with this, and the Columbia University folks really struggling to deal with it.
Yeah, I acknowledge it's not easy, but there needs to be some type of a balancing act where you're accommodating speakers so long as they're not in violation of the campus protocols and hate speech standards. But you've also got to make sure that, you know, the mainstream of the students can continue to go about their activities. What a gorgeous day it is in the Northeast today. What a shame that Columbia students, the seniors in particular, this ought to be their final 30 days of both class and finals, enjoying the camaraderie of one another, and to have that shut down and to be told it's now going to be a hybrid situation and many are going to go and finish remotely. I think it's horrible, and it sends the wrong message, which is to say this campus can be taken over by a handful of agitators.
You know, Michael, there's an op-ed in today's Wall Street Journal from Andrew Cuomo, former New York governor, criticizing the administration of Columbia, and kind of the way that he put it. He wrote, quote, "Seriously, the answer is for Jews to flee campus." And this kind of alludes to how you were talking about people were told, we're going to learn hybrid, like don't be here. He says, imagine in the wake of 9/11 if New Yorkers had been told to vacate the city because of pro-Al-Qaeda protesters were disrupting daily activities, threatening violence, and posing a danger. That is Columbia's approach. See you next fall, Jews. That's pretty tough, but I mean, is that what's going on here?
Yes. I think it's a sad but accurate soundbite. Kasie, I know you remember a couple of months ago the hearing where 3 college presidents testified in front of a congressional committee, and Elise Stefanik beat up on all 3 of them. They were tone deaf. They were legally correct in trying to explain the struggle that they face in regulating speech and protecting rights and interests, but they were tone deaf in the way they went about it. And I think they're being tone deaf today, both at Columbia and at USC. The message here is we're going to tolerate those who speak on campus in a controversial way, so long as it's not hateful. But our highest priority is making sure that the business of this university continues on, and that includes class and finals and commencement.
Michael, let's talk about the actual content of these protests for a second, because we do know there are students who are peaceful, who care about the children of Gaza, and who are there trying to speak for them. But there also is some incredibly ugly and violent rhetoric at some of these protests. Now, former President Donald Trump is trying to capitalize on this, and I think we can expect to see more of this going forward, which is why I want to ask you about it. Watch what President Trump said.
We're having protests all over. He was talking about Charlottesville. Charlottesville was a little peanut, and it was nothing compared, and the hate wasn't the kind of hate that you have here. This is tremendous hate, and we have a man that can't talk about it because he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand what's going on with our country.
So I think we need to be clear. Someone died in the Charlottesville incident. So little peanut with a death. That's what the president was saying there. But you also have this from Senator John Fetterman, who is a Democrat. And he wrote this on Twitter earlier this week, quote, "I fully agree with the White House. The protests are anti-Semitic, unconscionable, and dangerous. Add some tiki torches and it's Charlottesville to these Jewish students." What do you see here?
I see similarity between the two, notwithstanding that somebody died, and we pray that there's no loss of life in connection with any of the campus unrest. I have to put something else, though, into the mix, which is that Harvard just did its annual study of young Americans, 18 to 29-year-olds, and on a range of 16 different issues, what are the most pressing problems faced by the United States? The Israeli-Palestinian conflict came in at 15 of 16. Again, it's a serious issue. It's a very important issue, but I'm wondering why all of a sudden this has lit such a fuse and has caused such unrest from coast to coast. And I'm a little suspect of whether it's all organic.
Very interesting. All right, Michael Smerconish, thank you so much for being
Thank you,
with
Kasie.
us. I always appreciate having you. And of course, you can catch Smerconish tomorrow, every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Thanks, my friend.